The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Deej Experience video production of the YDL Sports Network. Scott Lockwood here with the Deej Experience crew. We got our YDL commentators getting ready to bring you the action. It's Northwestern versus the Eisenhower Knights. Piaa AA District 10 Girls Semifinals for AAA. Guys, take it away.
And a very good evening. Thanks, Scott, for the introduction. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here, bringing you high school basketball on your daily local and the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill. Again, a special thank you to the Deej Experience Sports Stream for providing video production tonight. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is also powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection. OilCountryCrates.com. This is the Warren Tire Center drive to the game. The Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. Once again, Alan Siebert here with Lou Vizza, ready for tonight's Class AAA semifinal. Third time this season these two teams have met, Lou, and the first two games of the season have been very competitive, but ultimately it was the Northwestern Wildcats coming away with victories in those games. What are the Eisenhower Knights going to have to do tonight in order to extend their season to at least one more game and make sure the result is different than the first two meetings with the Wildcats?
They're going to have to play 32 minutes. There's no doubt about that. It's got to be from, as they say, from sun up to sundown. I mean, they Northwestern just, they play. They were even, not, it was 4 or 5 points, this, that, and then towards the end they just kind of pulled away from them. But they just gotta, it's going to be, Clara against, Michaela
Palmer, yep.
I mean, that they're gonna offset each other. They're pretty much, but it's just. It's hard to beat. They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. Well, this is the third time they've played, and we just have to see. I think it's got to be a full game, and they got to watch the turnovers. They got to watch the fouls more than anything else, because Clara has the chances of getting into foul trouble, and if she comes out, then. But there again, you can't have just one person, carrying the freight. So you gotta trust your buddies, and you got 4 other players on the court too, and they're gonna have to, do their jobs along as the other 2 girls, do theirs. So, we just have to wait and see. I mean, I think it's going to be a decent game, and hopefully, Eisenhower can, they can stay with them, and and for. At least for 3.5 quarters anyway, and then, if it comes down to where, the last, 4 or 5 minutes, and I know that you stole my line last night because I listened to you about the 3 or 4 minutes in the third quarter, because I was listening on the way. I was listening on the way home.
I've been taking mental notes all season.
From Farrell. And, I told those guys, I said, you guys did a great job last night.
Yeah, congratulations again to the Eisenhower boys basketball team. Defeated Corey last night 70-49 to win the District 10 Class 3A championship and advance to a sub-regional this weekend against Cranberry. I believe that game will be at Clarion University. I have not heard a time yet, though. I'm sure that'll be announced in the coming days. Leads us into our WCCBI players to watch. Find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about at WCCBI.org. And we already touched on it a little bit. When you get 2 teams of this caliber together, it's the star players come to the forefront. And for Northwestern, that's Michaela Presser Palmer, Erie County's all-time leading female scorer, and committed to Arizona, averaging nearly 29 points a game this season. She went a little above that actually in the first 2 meetings between these teams. She had 30 points in the 51-39 win back on January 5th, and 31 points in the 56-49 victory February 2nd at Eisenhower. And really one of the things that Eisenhower has not been able to do is get their biggest performance from Clara Steinberg in those 2 games. She was held to a season-low 8 points in the first game against the Wildcats, scored just 14 the second one. So maybe perhaps some good news, Lou, that the Knights were able to stay within shouting distance even when Steinberg wasn't having her best offensive games.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. They've got there's 4 other girls that really helped out. That stepped up because they've got to. It's got to be 5 players. That's just the way it has to be. I can't be just 1 or 2, and it can't just be Font, and it can't just be Steinberg. You got to have Childs pitching in, and the other and Belcher. And they all, like I say, they all got to carry water. So it's not, you just can't have 1 or 2 people doing it because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that is one of our Howard Hanna Professional keys to the game. Howard Hanna Professionals can help you get the keys to a new home. Call 814-726-2000 or visit howardhannaprofessionals.com. One thing that the Knights did do a good job of in the quarterfinal victory last weekend over Greenville was, again, Font and Steinberg did their share of the offensive output, but they also did get contributions from other players, 7 points apiece from Lainey Belcher and Riley Robinault, right around their season averages. Also got a 6-point performance from Samantha Childs, who actually scored her career high on the season, 13 points in that second game against Northwestern back on February 2nd. So the Knights could stand to have another night like that, and if they want a chance to come out of here on top and go on to Saturday's District 10 championship against the winner of Mercyhurst Prep and Seneca, they're playing in the other semifinal tonight. That's one thing they're definitely going to have to focus on. We got about 2.5 minutes left here before we get into the national anthem and starting lineups. And Lou, these are the games that you dream of. We talked about Michaela Presser-Palmer being the Erie County all-time leading female scorer, Warren County's all-time leading female scorer on the other side. Can't write a much better script than that when you get to the semifinals of the season, and one of these teams is going to be a lot happier than the other 32 minutes from now.
Yeah, that's for sure. I was talking to a couple people before the game, and I said, I just heard Gino Oriema said this one time in a reel on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it was. He was talking about, he says, great players don't get tired, but good players do get tired. When good players get tired, that's when great players kick their behind.
Yep. So
you're going to see 2 great players tonight that are going to play at the next level. Mm-hmm. And when the other 8 get tired, they got to step up and kick their cans, Yep. So this is going to be this. I hope, like I say, hopefully this is going to be a good game, and I hope I hope Eisenhower can stay with them and not have to get to the bench too soon, and people in foul trouble or, God forbid, somebody gets hurt. So.
Yeah, really one of the things that you've talked about a lot this season is you kind of look at the stats on paper, and you kind of have to assume that Presser-Palmer's going to get her points. You kind of assume Steinberg's going to get her points, at least around their season averages. It's funny that we talk so much about Presser-Palmer versus Steinberg and everything, but really where the wins and losses could come from are those hidden points by the other players on the team.
Right.
Who has a big night. I know last night down in Farrell with Sharon defeating Warren. Oh. They got a 17-point performance in the third quarter from a kid who doesn't average half that for the season, and it's
half that. Yeah, he averages 3 points a game.
3 points a game, 17 points in the third quarter last night, and really the difference in the game. So, if you're Eisenhower, or maybe if you're somebody on Northwestern's side, you dream of having a game like that, and that kind of impact could go make all the difference. And whether you win or lose this game and live to play another day.
Yeah, this is a step up game for somebody of the remaining 8. You're going to see somebody's got to come out of the pack and make a difference tonight. Yeah. This is going to have to be.
Yep.
They got to make. And I think another thing too. Foul shots. I think foul shots are going to be important, especially if they get into the bonus, and even on 3-point plays and foul shoot, on 2 foul shots on a shot. They're free, you know, and they put free in front of them for something because you're there and nobody's bothering you. Just make them.
Yep. Really could be the difference between winning and losing. So here we are again, Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza in the AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. And with that, we'll step away briefly for the national anthem and get into starting lineups for tonight's game.
Ball.
And back here in Mercyhurst University, Mercyhurst Athletic Complex for tonight's semifinal game between the Eisenhower Knights and the Northwestern Wildcats. National anthem just concluded, and now starting lineups being ready to be introduced to the crowd here tonight. And beginning with the Eisenhower Knights, who will be the visitors tonight on the scoreboard, a senior number 2, Lainey Font. Another senior number 3, Samantha Childs. Senior number 15, Lainey Belcher. Another senior number 33, Riley Robinault. And of course, number 45, senior Warren County's all-time leading scorer for females, Clara Steinberg. Coach DJ Steinberg, that's his starting lineup for the 15 and 8 Eisenhower Knights come into this tournament as the 4 seed. And now for the top-seeded Northwestern Wildcats, a senior number 1, Haley Hereda. Senior number 10, Morgan Gorzinski. Senior number 12, Michaela Presser-Palmer. Forward, sophomore number 22, Keely Edie. And senior number 23, Courtney Eddy. The Wildcats are 19 and 3 this season. And as I mentioned, they are the top seed here as we get ready to tip off the semifinals. Winner gets a date Saturday with the Mercyhurst Prep and Seneca winner. That semifinal game also going on tonight. So it's a time to tip it off, Lou. This is what the season's been building to for the Eisenhower Knights. They kind of, anybody looking at a bracket knew that if they were going to get to where they wanted to get, they were going to have to go through this team. And so not an unexpected challenge, but a challenge nonetheless. Oh, here in just a moment, we'll tip off the Elwood National Forge first quarter. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance at start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Opening tip controlled by Presser Palmer gets it to Hereda, and Northwestern will have the opening possession of the ball game. Palmer will be guarded by Steinberg to start the game. Running his zone, looks like near the top. Belcher and Font. And Steinberg's just going to stay glued to Presser Palmer is what it looks like. So
they're in a box and
box and one, exactly. Just a reminder tonight that our
turnover,
our
steel wipe
Sorry.
Then he stole it back.
Here comes Presser Palmer the other way on Robin. All fadeaway jumper. She scores. First bucket of the night goes to the Northwestern Wildcats. Again, thank you to our sponsor, Quickfill, for helping us out tonight, providing this coverage. Also, thank you to the Deej Experience Sports Stream for their video production, helping us out here as Eisenhower gets on the board. Game tied at 2, just a minute in to the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Sorry, jumped ahead. Shot missed by Gorzinski, rebounded by Childs. Tries to get it ahead to Font. The pass was a little too late for what they were going for. So 2-2 here, 6:38 left opening quarter. Gorzinski passes up a 3, sets it back out to Courtney Eddy. Able to find Gorzinski from the corner for 3, and Gorzinski, the senior, averaging 6.3 points per game this season, knocks it down, and Wildcats are back on top, 5-2. And just like the other end of the floor, it's Presser Palmer guarding Steinberg. Belcher looks for a path now to Font. Suffocating defense here early on by Northwestern. Nice spin move by Belcher. Able to draw the foul. That's something Belcher can do a little more of at times this season. Yep. I really think a couple times she used her speed to her advantage throughout the year, and it's really one of the things that she has over other players. And just nice spin move and taking advantage of that speed right there.
Yeah, she can penetrate and good body control.
And here was our first free throws of the night, as Lou said in the pregame, going to be very important to get those freebies, and Belcher makes good on the first. 5-3 Northwestern. One more coming for Belcher, and she'll have to settle for a 1 out of 2. Presser Palmer has the rebound and crosses the timeline for Northwestern. 3 ball on the way, well short, out of bounds. Perhaps a little bit of a...
That almost got tipped.
Yeah.
It almost got tipped, but...
And it looks like Northwestern are going to set up with a press here in the backcourt. The Knights are usually the ones doing the pressing, not usually on the receiving end of it. They break it easily, though, and Steinberg, guarded by Presser Palmer. She'll drive. Got Presser Palmer off her feet, but she came back and was able to deflect the shot, and then it went out of bounds off of Belcher's hands. The ball goes back to the Wildcats. That was a good example right there, Lou, of what Presser Palmer can do. Yeah. Steinberg did a good job, got her off her feet. Still wasn't enough to keep her from impacting the play.
Well, you got to take a good shot, too. That really wasn't a really good shot. I mean, she was kind of off balance, but she was open.
Northwestern with the ball, top of the key. Steinberg guarding Presser Palmer. She calls out a play. Now here's a deep 3 from number 1, Haley Hereda. That one no good. And a travel called on Samantha Childs in the backcourt, so a turnover for the Knights. Ball goes right back to Northwestern. .507 remaining in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Northwestern trying to get the ball in. They finally do to Presser Palmer. She's guarded by Steinberg. And number 10 there, Morgan Gorzinski, thought about another 3. She already knocked one down here in the first quarter. Good patience shown by the Northwestern offense, but there's good defense, good hands from Lainey Font. Gets it to Lainey Belcher. Belcher going to put it up. Can't finish. Hereda pulls down the rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Childs. It'll be Wildcat basketball. That's something, Lou, that the Knights are really going to have to take advantage of. The turnovers, you're going to have to get good shots off that and make quite a few of them as well.
You're going to have to get good shots. I mean, it's one thing to get a shot off a turnover, but you got to.
Almost a turnover there by number 22, Keely Eddy. She was able to track it down, and now Northwestern will reset. 4:20 left in the first quarter. 5-3 lead for Northwestern. Again, Keely Eddy having trouble holding on. They get the ball to Presser Palmer. Hits the floor, but nice rebound there by Keely Eddy, and then the score knocked down by number 32, freshman Molly Kulik. Her first bucket of the night, 7-3. Knights trail by 4. Font and Steinberg unable to get on track yet. All the points have been scored by Samantha Childs and Lainey Belcher. Belcher to the free throw line. And now back to Font. Font's going to drive. And now she'll uncork a 3-ball. It's up and good. Lainey Font hits the first Knights 3 of the night, 7-6 now. Knights trail by just 1. And that's really what it's going to be about, Lou, for the first 3 quarters of this game. Try to keep it close and give yourself a chance in that 4th quarter. Kulik already knocked down 1 shot. Gets it to Gorzinski, who's also had a big shot in this opening quarter. 3-ball on the way from Courtney Eddy. No good. Childs there for the board, and the Knights have a chance to take the lead here. With 2:50 left in the first quarter, Steinberg going up strong and scoring. Clara Steinberg's got her first points of the night, and the Knights have their first lead, 8-7 Eisenhower. Courtney Eddy brings the ball over half court. So far, they've held Presser Palmer to just 2 points in the first nearly 6 minutes of this game. Here's Gorzinski, already knocked down 1. That one won't fall. Ball batted around and will stay with Northwestern. So a Wildcat ball underneath the basket. Get it into Presser Palmer for 3. She can't hit. Robinall comes down with the rebound. And then there's the length of Presser Palmer coming to the forefront again. They were able to get away with it as she missed the shot, but now Steinberg right down the middle, and there's a 2-point basket for Steinberg. 10-7 Eisenhower. As they have a 3-point lead here, Presser Palmer will bring it up for Northwestern. Still being guarded by Steinberg. 1:45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Looking for some spacing here. Presser Palmer doesn't have a lot of room to work with. And they'll have to reset here. Kulik's going to fire away. Might have got a finger on that. And nope, they're going to say that it was just an air ball and out of bounds. It'll be Eisenhower basketball. Northwestern will set up for a possible. Yeah, we got a timeout, a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Back with more. You're watching high school basketball on your daily local, the Mighty L Sports Network, powered by Deej Experience Sports Stream.
At Quickfill, what matters most is that our customers, our communities, and our heroes are taken care of. We start by providing American-made gasoline, which means you can buy local, keeping America and your communities strong. We also support vital charities every year and hold Operation Give Thanks each November to help provide a better future for our veterans and their families. We're proud to support the communities we live and work in, and we're doing our best every day to make our towns a better place. Quickfill, driving America.
Here at Mercyhurst University, where the Eisenhower Knights and the Northwestern Wildcats are playing in a Class 3A girls semifinal. High school basketball here on your daily local on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill. 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. While we have a moment, remind you today's game is being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic. Medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment. And Presser Palmer going to be called for the reach-in. So that is the second team foul. I believe it's the second team foul on the Wildcats. Eisenhower yet to commit a foul in the opening quarter. Steinberg has the ball for the Knights. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Steinberg over to Font. Font for 3. Knocks another one down. Lainey Font's got 2 threes. She's got 6 points. And Eisenhower leads by 6. After falling behind early by 4 points, the Knights have turned it around here and lead by 6 in the final minute. Presser Palmer gets to work on changing that, unable to get. But another offensive board for the Wildcats. They leave Gorzinski in the corner wide open, and she makes them pay. Just like Lainey Font, Morgan Gorzinski's got a pair of three-pointers. And the lead down to 3, 13-10. Final 29 seconds of the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Steinberg with the hesitation goes up strong, blocked by Presser Palmer. And let's see who that foul calls on. If that's Presser Palmer, that would be her second. And no, the foul's going to be called on number 32, Molly Kulik. But nonetheless, it will be Steinberg to the free throw line for the Lady Knights. As they try to build on this three-point lead. Steinberg makes the first, so 2 out of 3 in the opening quarter from the line for the Knights. And one more coming for Eisenhower's all-time leading scorer. Second shot, just like the first, is good. 6 points for Steinberg, 6 points for Lainey Font, and the Knights lead 15-10. Presser Palmer now for 3, off the mark, but another offensive rebound. Already, that's something the Knights are gonna have to fix as this game goes on. Final 3 seconds of the first quarter. They get it to Presser Palmer. She's gonna have to fire away. The shot is short. And the Eisenhower Knights end the first quarter with a 15-10 lead. We'll be back with more high school basketball on your daily local in the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill and video production by Deej Experience Sports Stream.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure. Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Back here at the Mercyhurst Athletic Center on the campus of Mercyhurst University. Veriskety Holdings second quarter about to get underway. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here with you as the Eisenhower Knights lead the Northwestern Wildcats 15-10. And the Knights have the ball out of the timeout. Font's got a chance at another 3 and knocks down another one. Lainey Font on fire, 3 3-pointers and an 8-point lead for the Eisenhower Knights. Reminder, this is the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Companies within the Veriskety Holdings group include Phoenix Centered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Veriskety and Sun Inc. Find out more at VerisketyHoldings.com. Cross-court pass. And now they get the ball underneath to Gorzinski, and not much Samantha Childs could do there. She a little bit out of position and got called for the foul. It's going to send Gorzinski to the free throw line. She was Northwestern's leading scorer in the first quarter, knocked down a pair of threes. She's got 6 points, and this is the Wildcats' first trip to the free throw line on the night. And they are off to an 0-for-1 start after the miss. One more coming up for one of Northwestern's seniors. And one more on the way. Second shot is good. Did get a note from Brian Hagberg during the quarter break, and the Eisenhower boys, I guess, are scheduled to tip off at 12:45 on Saturday in their sub-regional game against Cranberry. A little bit of news there for you. As the steal from Northwestern leads to a Kulik shot on the line, but Belcher's there for the board. Knocked out of bounds by Gorzinski. Ball will stay with Eisenhower. Belcher inbounds to Steinberg, and a minute gone by in the second quarter. Knights lead by 7. Steinberg out to Font. Font looking for room. Ball on the ground. Steinberg and Presser Palmer. Again, Lou, just Presser Palmer showing you what she can do defensively. Yeah. She just gets in the way of so much of your offensive action and can just kind of wreak havoc. But so far they haven't made them pay on the offensive end from some of the Knights' turnovers they've forced. Presser Palmer in the post. And she'll draw a foul, so she'll go to the free throw line for the first time in this ball game. Presser Palmer held to 2 points in the first quarter. That's after scoring 30 and 31 in the 2 previous games against the Knights this year. And the Arizona commit knocks down the first. 18-12 now in favor of the Knights. And one more coming. Second shot up and in as well, so 18-13. Presser Palmer will stay in the backcourt and pick up Steinberg as she comes to the half-court line. Steinberg for 3. Can't hit. Childs was in there battling for the rebound, but Presser Palmer comes away with it for Northwestern, and she's on the run. Robinot did a good job cutting her off, made her pull it back out and reset. Kulik for 3. Can't hit. Steinberg comes away with the board, and here come the Knights the other way. Nice pass from Belcher to Childs. Childs scores her second bucket of the night. 20-13 Eisenhower. Nice job on the fast break there. Got it up to Belcher. Belcher found a player who was more open. And the Knights lead just like that, back to 7. Font guarding Courtney Eddy. And now she'll pull out and reset. 5.5 minutes left in the opening half. Eisenhower 20, Northwestern 13. Presser Palmer gets the ball down low, can't finish, gets her own rebound, and this time does finish. 6 points for Michaela Presser Palmer, and it's 20-15. Steinberg back to Font. Font will have to give it to Belcher. Belcher to Steinberg now. Child sets the pick, rolls. Pass was a little ill-advised there. Northwestern able to come away with the steal, and they'll have a chance to cut into this 5-point deficit. And it'll be Courtney Eddy waiting for something to open up here. Right now, Eisenhower perfectly content to just sit back. Now Presser Palmer has it. Gets it inside to Gorzinski. Nice job by Robinalt. Comes away with the steal. Gets it to Belcher. Belcher back to Robinalt, who finishes. Riley Robinalt scores. Nice job by Eisenhower, Lou, on this, making defense into offense. Done it a few times in this quarter. 22-15 Eisenhower. Continuing to play a box and one here on Presser Palmer. They've held her to 6 points so far after a quarter and a half. 3 ball up, no good, and again Northwestern comes down with an offensive board. Childs with the save between the legs. Steinberg comes away with it. Now they get the ball up to Font. And again, there's Presser Palmer doing what she does. Keeps her dribble, stands up, puts the shoulder down, and just runs over Font. And Presser Palmer, much to the dismay of the Eisenhower crowd and Eisenhower coach DJ Steinberg.
Eisenhower foul call to number 2, Lady Font. That's her first.
And 2 free throws coming for Presser Palmer here. Her second trip to the line. And maybe a little ball don't lie moment there, Lou, as the ball rims out. Rare miss from the line for Presser Palmer. She'll have one more coming. 3:37 left in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. And second shot is good. Lead back down to 6. Presser Palmer and Gorzinski have 7 points apiece for Northwestern. Lainey Font leads Eisenhower with 9 points, all from the three-point line. Nice steal from Presser Palmer. Able to get back with Steinberg and keep her from having an easy shot. Belcher tried to give it back to Font. The ball's stolen away. And looks like we got a jump ball. Possession's going to stay with Eisenhower. The defense picking up here a bit, Lou, as we get closer to the halftime. Both teams been a little careless at times with the ball and not finishing inside, and so far it's cost Northwestern more than Eisenhower. Steinberg, a lot of contact with Presser Palmer, no call. Come back the other way as we near the 3-minute mark of the opening half. Belcher did a good job stepping in. Get the ball over to Haley Hereda. She looks for room. Pulls it out. Now it's Mackenzie White, another senior for the Wildcats. Northwestern looks content to take their time and wait for something to open up. Haley Hereda misses. Lainey Belcher's got the board. Here come the Knights the other way. Getting it ahead to Lainey Font. Font tried to pass it into Childs, and again, the Knights unable to take advantage of a turnover. And another foul called on the Knights. That's their 4th team foul in this quarter, one more. And Northwestern will be shooting free throws.
That's her second, team's 4th this quarter.
Second foul for Samantha Childs. Knights lead by 6, 2:20 until the half. Presser Palmer guarded by Steinberg. And a jump ball called. Nice job by Steinberg. Got her hands on the ball and forced the tie-up. Possession will stay with Northwestern, but it will flip the arrow to Eisenhower, so good defensive effort by Steinberg. Mackenzie White almost rolled open off the inbound play, but was unable to finish. Final 2 minutes now of the opening half. Courtney Eddy's 3-ball on the way and good. So we talked about, Lou, some other players are going to have to step up, and that's Morgan Gazinski and Courtney Eddy have hit 3 threes between them in this half, and really that's the biggest reason this game is as close as it is right now. Another turnover for the Knights. Here comes the Wildcats, and just like that, have a chance to get within 1 or even tie the game here. 90 seconds short of halftime. Presser Palmer for 3, knocks it down. Michaela Presser Palmer's finally in double figures with 10 points, and we're all tied at 22.
You don't want to see that.
No, that's not what you want to see. They need to find a way to end this half strong, go in with whatever momentum they can muster here. .105 remaining. Font thought about firing away, now gets it to Steinberg. Now out to Childs. Font's gonna drive, ball tapped away by Presser Palmer. 50 seconds left. I think Font knew she was never gonna get that away over top of Presser Palmer. And the ball goes out of bounds to Northwestern. Just 43 seconds remaining in the opening half. Wildcats 22, Knights 22. Just a reminder, we'll have the Allegheny Krill of Foxburg halftime show coming up. Take a look at the first half summary and some of our stats before we get into the second half of tonight's semifinal. Final 30 seconds now. Ball in the hand of Presser Palmer. Tied up. Presser Palmer with the jumper, and she knocks it down. She's starting to heat up. 10 of her 12 in the second quarter, and the Knights, for the first time in a while, trail in this ballgame 24-22. 10 seconds now remaining in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Laney Font getting low on time. Belcher's going to have to fire for three and nearly knocked it down. Just narrowly misses, and that will take us to halftime. After 16 minutes of play, the Northwestern Wildcats lead the Eisenhower Knights 24-22. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill, with video production by Deej Experience Sports Stream.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Did winter leave ice and water sitting on your roof? Ice dams can push water under your shingles, causing leaks and costly damage. Complete Roofing Systems offers free inspections and honest answers. Whether you need a repair, full replacement, insulation, or new gutters, our GAF Master Elite team delivers dependable service, backed by strong warranties and over 450 five-star Google reviews. Serving Northwest New York and Pennsylvania. Call 716-317-4917. Get more than a roof.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Cafaro's Custom Butchering is a family-owned business located in Sugar Grove, PA. Established in 1959, Cafaro strives to meet all your butchering and meat processing needs. With a combined 55 years of meat cutting experience, Cafaro's crew provides the complete butchering experience in their fully inspected USDA facility. From hauling your animals, walking you through the ordering process with personalized cutting instructions, to processing, packaging, and freezing, Cafaro's does it all. Don't raise your own animals? Cafaro's can provide you with locally sourced beef and pork. Check out their retail freezer trade, ground beef and steaks, pork sausage, bacon, chops, and chicken. Look them up on their Facebook page at Cafaro's Custom Butchering LLC for weekly specials, or for more information, give them a call at 814-489-7844.
At Quickfill, what matters most is that our customers, our communities, and our heroes are taken care of. We start by providing American-made gasoline, which means you can buy local, keeping America and your communities strong. We also support vital charities every year and hold Operation Give Thanks each November to help provide a better future for our veterans and their families. We're proud to support the communities we live and work in, and we're doing our best every day to make our towns a better place. Quickfill, driving America.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Did winter leave ice and water on your roof? If water is leaking inside, don't wait. Complete Roofing Systems offers free inspections, repairs, replacements, insulation, and gutters. Call 716-317-4917. Get more than a roof.
And back here at not at Eisenhower High School, at Mercyhurst Athletic Center, man, some things just don't go away like they should.
You're still on the cruise, brother.
I'm still on the cruise, man. Yeah. The last time these two teams played, I was. Tonight we're at Mercyhurst Athletic Center here at Mercyhurst University, halftime of the District 10 Class 3A girls semifinals. Good game so far. Northwestern up 24-22. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here with high school basketball on your daily local YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quick Fill, with video production by Deej Experience, Sports Stream. Appreciate those guys helping us out with partnership here to bring us bring everybody the video of tonight's game. This is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. Taking a look at your Warren Forest High Ed Council halftime stats. The Warren Forest High Ed Council has been serving Warren and Forest counties for more than 40 years. Visit highed.com. After scoring just 2 points in the opening quarter, Northwestern standout Michaela Presser-Palmer started to heat up toward the end of the second quarter and now leads all scorers with 12 points at the half. Teammate Morgan Gorzinski knocked down a couple big threes, has 7 points. Courtney Eddy has a 3 of her own, and Molly Kulik has also scored for Northwestern at the half. On the Eisenhower Knights side, Lainey Fonts knocked down 3 triples and scored 9 points. Clara Steinberg held to 6 points in the opening half. 4 points for Samantha Childs, 2 for Riley Robinault, and 1 point for Lainey Belcher, as all 5 Knights that have played have scored here in the opening half. Taking a look at your Hunter Station Golf Club first half summary. A season pass from Hunter Station Golf Club in Tynesta would make a great gift for that special golfer in your life. Call 814-755-4558 to buy a season pass today and ask them about their play and stay packages. Hunter Station Golf Club is located 3 miles south of Tynesta. HunterStation.com. Eisenhower fell behind by 4 points early, but then went on a big run and actually led by as many as 8 points in the second quarter. That was before Michaela Presser-Palmer got hot and started knocking down shots, and slowly that lead evaporated. And as it stands at the half, the Knights trail by just 2. They lost to this Northwestern team twice, 2 other times this season, losing by 11 and 7. So right about where they've been, within shouting distance, but not quite there. Have 16 minutes of basketball left to try and save their season and the careers of these talented group of seniors. Take a look now at your Rehab Center's second half adjustments. With 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning, the Rehab Center always makes the right adjustments. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health, therehabcenters.com. And Lou, really, if you could bottle up the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter, I think Eisenhower would be pretty happy. But as you could see, when Presser-Palmer started to put her stamp on the game a little more aggressively in the second quarter, the tide really turned, and the Knights are going to have to watch out for that in the second half.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're only down, Eisenhower's only down 2 points, but I mean, overall, putting all the shots taken, Northwestern took 26 shots from the floor. They only made 9. And Eisenhower only took 12 shots from the floor and made 8 out of 12. So that kept them in the game. But you look at it, a couple shots here and there that dropped for Northwestern, it's a way different ball game, and those shots didn't drop. And like you say, until when Presser-Palmer got going, those are the shots that, that started dropping in and, cutting into the lead and getting them the lead. So they're going to have to, Eisenhower is going to have to play a little better defense because, like I say, they took, and even on the 3-pointers, I mean, they took a lot of 3-pointers, but they only made 4 of them, and Eisenhower made 3. But everything else has been, inside the key. So I mean, they're getting their shots inside. They were getting their shots inside. They just didn't finish. So you got to hope that, either they had a bad, started out, which they did start out slow, and I think they were content to kind of sit back and play the game that was being played, as a slow down game, and then taking a chance, and now running it, now it got more into a running game, and that's where they got into the game a little bit better. So that's their game is, an up-tempo. They can't, I don't want to say they can't play like that. They prefer not to play a slow-down game. They prefer to play an up-tempo game. And Eisenhower had a few turnovers, but fortunately, Northwestern didn't convert on the offensive end off the turnovers.
Yeah, and what I was going to say too is the second chance points. I don't know exactly how many Northwestern had, but they're at least getting the opportunities. That's something that we noticed in the first half that Eisenhower is really going to have to focus on in the second half. Is that doesn't happen by accident with one team having more than twice as many shots as the other team.
Yeah.
They're getting 2, 3, 4 looks at the basket, and it doesn't matter who you're playing, how good the competition is. Eventually, they're going to score if you're going to give them that many opportunities. So
right, and like we said, that was one thing you had to, they had to limit is them getting, second chance, getting an offensive rebound and putting the ball back up, getting another offensive rebound and putting the ball back up. You can't give them 2, 3 shots at the basket because they're going to make it eventually. Getting 2 or 3 shots, they're going to make it. So, and now they got, Northwestern's got the ball coming out. They don't. Eisenhower. I'm sorry, and they got to put the best foot forward here and get going quick and get back and tie it into that little slow tempo and hope that they can break into the lead and get a lead of their own here.
So here we go with the quick fill third quarter tonight, and Eisenhower, as Lou said, has the opening possession, and we have a official stoppage. They had the music playing. I didn't even realize until about 10 seconds in that the music was still playing in the background. They don't allow that at the high school level. It's not the NBA. Font will take the ball out, gets it into Steinberg. Steinberg during the half, I saw her over with one of her coaches, Bernard Edwards, talking of some things over, probably looking for ways to find more opportunities offensively. Been limited to 6 points so far tonight. Ball knocked out of bounds by Haley Hereda. It's tough. I mean, you're Clara Steinberg. You're going to Division II California, and you're used to kind of having your way with people, and then all of a sudden you run into a Division I standout like Michaela Presser-Palmer, who's guarding you all night, and I can understand why you can get frustrated.
Yeah, you can get frustrated. There's no question about that. It's going both ways too.
Yeah, for sure. So first possession of the second half for the Eisenhower Knights is an empty one as a turnover stepped out of bounds. Now Northwestern takes its chance, trying to build on its 2-point lead. Northwestern being patient, getting the ball into the post to Presser-Palmer. She steps back, can't hit. Robinald able to save it to Lainey Font. And Font has the ball swatted away by Courtney Eddy. Possession will stay with Eisenhower. So that was the first opportunity of the second half for the Knights to stop a second chance at points, and they did a good job on that one. They need to build on that as this half goes on. Steinberg, high off the glass, all way too high. Actually hit the where the shot clock would be. Out of bounds, another turnover for the Knights, and
she can't be looking for a call because she's not going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, that's one of those things, just going back to what I said, the frustration, because those drives, those things like that, they usually come pretty easy for her, and they're not going to against Presser-Palmer, who somehow ends up in a jump ball with Riley Robinault. Ball will stay with the Wildcats. 6:37 remaining in the quick fill third quarter. No points in this half yet. Each team looking for their opening points of the half. Presser-Palmer for 3, short. Robinault gets the ball, gets it to Steinberg. Steinberg able to break away from a couple defenders and bring the ball down. Still looking for our first points of the second half. Nearly 2 minutes in. Over to Steinberg, she'll fire away quickly. Off the mark. Another battle on the floor. And we got a jump ball between Riley Robinault and number 10, Morgan Gorzinski. This one's going to go to Eisenhower. And you could see on that shot by Steinberg pressing, just knowing that she had to do it so fast, or was probably going to get in a situation where she could be blocked. Lainey Font's jumper no good. Presser-Palmer there for the rebound. And she pushes ahead. Courtney Eddy with the 3 ball, in and out. Steinberg able to corral the rebound. So it hasn't been pretty, but they have been able to limit the second chance shots. Just haven't been able to knock down anything yet. Font shot short, rebounded by Robinald and up and in. Riley Robinald's second bucket of the night. We're all tied up at 24, 5:40 left in the Quickville third quarter. The 19-3 top-seeded Northwestern Wildcats, the 15-8 fourth-seeded Eisenhower Knights. Gorzinski's shot altered. Robinald's there to corral it and gives it to Belcher, and here come the Knights the other way. Steinberg to Childs on the wing. Thought about the cutting Font, but nice head fake from Robinald. Has to kick it out to Steinberg as she ran into the wall in the post. 3 minutes into the the third quarter, and no points in this quarter so far for Northwestern. Only one bucket for the Knights. We're tied at 24. Here comes Steinberg now. Back to Belcher. Belcher thought about shooting it before she had a handle on it. 4:42 remaining in the third quarter. Nice roll, Sam Childs. And we're gonna have a jump ball call. Possession arrow goes Northwestern's way as we have a substitution here for Northwestern. Molly Kulik into the game as number 1, Haley Hereda, will come out. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:39 left in the third quarter. Eisenhower Northwestern knotted at 24. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network with video production by D-10 Sports Stream.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBF? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
And we're back here at Mercyhurst University, Mercyhurst Athletic Center. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Quickville. And video production tonight, thank you again to Deej Experience LLC Sports Stream for helping us out. Bringing you video coverage of this Class 3A girls semifinal. 4.5 minutes left in the Quickville third quarter, 24 apiece. Lainey Font with the steal. Here she comes the other way. Good defense by number 23, Courtney Eddy, but she is called for the foul. And Font's gonna go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. The Knights were able to go to the line 4 times early in this game. This is their first time here in at least the last quarter and a half, so. Font's first shot short, no good. So 3 of 5 for the Knights tonight from the free throw line. And one more coming for Font, trying to give Eisenhower the lead back here. And misses a pair, so a rare double miss from Lainey Font at the free throw line. Game stays tied, not for, well, I thought not for long. I thought Presser Palmer had that one made, but here comes Font. Almost got Presser Palmer sleeping, going after the ball as we reach the midway point of the Quickville third quarter. A single point or a single bucket scored in this quarter. It's 2-0 Eisenhower over the last 4 minutes. They get it into Presser Palmer. She looks for room, guarded by Steinberg and Belcher. Unable to hit, rebound taken down by junior Emma Mitchell. Another second chance opportunity. Eddy will pull out and let the offense set up here as they try to break this 24-all deadlock. Good defense from Steinberg, knocking it away, but Presser Palmer pulls up for 3, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Eisenhower basketball.
If you're not going to use this tape for
no
shooting clinic, I'll tell you that.
No.
Wow.
And especially not the third quarter.
Wow.
I thought you were a big fan of 2-0 quarters, Lou.
No, not really. After last night, when
yeah.
seeing 17 from one kid, no.
Well, this is the other side of that. 3
Yeah.
minutes left in the third quarter, 24-24. Either team looking to break this deadlock. Riley Robinault had a putback a couple minutes ago, game time, and that's been it in this quarter. And here's another turnover. Presser Palmer's got it now with 2:40 left. Eddy for three. Can't hit. Font came out of nowhere and almost stole the rebound away from Kulik. Out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Wildcats.
Checking in for the Wildcats, number 10, Morgan Gorzinski.
Eddy guarded by Font. Now over to Kulik. Finds Keeley Eddy. Cross-court pass to Gorzinski. Now to Kulik. Back to Gorzinski. Good ball movement from the Wildcats. And now they get it out to Presser Palmer. 2:10 left in the third. Palmer over to Gorzinski. Now Kulik for three. Can't hit. Rebound into the hands of Robinault. So 6 scoreless minutes for the Northwestern Wildcats. You know, Lou, I was thinking this game has kind of a feel of the boys' game with not score-wise. Let's preface with that, but the game between Eisenhower boys and Iroquois last week, where the top seed was just couldn't get anything going, and the other team was just hanging around, and now you're just trying to survive to play another day. Worked out for the Eisenhower Knights. They have to see if the Wildcats will get that same opportunity. Steinberg ends up on the floor, and the crowd growing a little more exasperated, let's say, with the contact and no call. Saved it right to Font, and Font lays up a three and knocks it down. Laney Font's got 4 3-pointers in a 12-point game, and all 5 points in this quarter have gone to the Knights, who now lead 27-24 with 1:35 remaining. Final 90 seconds of the quick fill third quarter. Presser Palmer for three. Short, but she's able to follow it and get her own rebound. Goes up strong, still can't hit. Childs with the board. Belcher comes down with it for Eisenhower, and here come the Knights. Out of bounds off Robinault. 1:10 seconds left in the third quarter. Wildcats, as I said, Lou, yet to score in this quarter. Been stuck on 24 for quite some time. Unfortunately for the Knights, they've not been able to take great advantage of it. Only scored 5 points of their own, though those 5 points have turned a 2-point deficit into a 3-point lead as we reach the final minute of the quick fill third quarter. Palmer fouled. She'll go to the line. Robinault can't believe it. She's called for the foul, and Presser Palmer will go to the line for the third time tonight and try to end this scoreless drought for the Wildcats in the third quarter. And she does just that with the free throw, cuts the lead to 2, 27-25 Eisenhower. One more coming for Presser Palmer. And she makes them both. 5 out of 6 from the line. Game high 14 points. And a 1-point lead for Eisenhower. 45 seconds remaining in the third. Comes Steinberg. Pick from Robinault. Steinberg still really struggling to find shots. Childs puts it up. Almost went in, rummed her around and came out. Tough break for the Knights, and now the Wildcats a chance to take the lead here at the end of the third quarter. Crossover from Presser Palmer, and knocks it down. 16 points for Michaela Presser Palmer, and a 1-point lead now for Northwestern. Laney Font for three. Can't hit. Good battle between Childs and Gorzinski. Final 10 seconds, ball out of bounds. It's Eisenhower basketball. 9.4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Wildcats lead 28-27. I don't even know, Lou, if Steinberg hasn't got a shot off in this quarter other than the 1-3 that she rushed. Font knocks down the shot. She's got 14. And that is how the third quarter comes to an end. The Eisenhower Knights come into the quarter down by 2, lead by 1, 29-28, heading to the fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quick Fill with video production from DJ Experience Sports Stream.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Did winter leave ice and water on your roof? If water is leaking inside, don't wait. Complete Roofing Systems offers free inspections, repairs, replacements, insulation, and gutters. Call 716-317-4917. Get more than a roof.
And back here at Mercyhurst Athletic Complex on the campus of Mercyhurst University, fourth quarter of tonight's Class 3A girls semifinal between Northwestern, top-seeded Northwestern, and the Eisenhower Knights. Eisenhower on top, 29-28, heading to the Potter County Family Campground fourth quarter. At Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventures start here with family and friends. We can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of our camping cabins. We have a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check us out at pottercountycamping.com. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here with you. The Eisenhower Knights trying to knock off the top-seeded Northwestern Wildcats and advance to Saturday's District 10 Class 3A Girls Championship game. Done a good job so far, led by 5 after 1, trailed by 2 at the half, and lead by 1 heading to the fourth, despite just 6 points from Clara Steinberg so far tonight. And Coach DJ Steinberg's going to take a timeout. It's a Ross Becker Insurance timeout, and we will go ahead and take one with them. We've got 7:48 left. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quick Fill with video by Deej Experience.
Cafaro's Custom Butchering is a family-owned business located in Sugar Grove, PA. Established in 1959, Cafaro strives to meet all your butchering and meat processing needs. With a combined 55 years of meat cutting experience, Cafaro's crew provides the complete butchering experience in their fully inspected USDA facility. From hauling your animals, walking you through the ordering process with personalized cutting instructions, to processing, packaging, and freezing, Cafaro's does it all. Don't raise your own animals? Cafaro's can provide you with locally sourced beef and pork. Check out their retail freezer trade, ground beef and steaks, pork sausage, bacon, chops, and chicken. Look them up on their Facebook page at Cafaro's Custom Butchering LLC for weekly specials, or for more information, give them a call at 814-489-7844.
And back here at Mercyhurst University, Eisenhower taking the ball out of the timeout. Lainey Font rolled to the hoop and almost got a layup out of it. They get it back to Clara Steinberg, who for once is not guarded by Presser Palmer, and she immediately gets a shot, and fortunately for her, it's short. And rebound taken down by Gorzinski. They get the ball ahead to Presser Palmer. Font tried to alter the shot, wasn't able to do so. 18 for Presser Palmer, and it's Wildcats back on top by 1, 7:24 to go. Game looks a lot like the first game this season, Lou, January 5th, where Clara Steinberg was held to a season low 8 points. Lainey Font scored 20 points that night, kept them in the game, ended up a 51-39 loss. But tonight, one much closer game, a 1-point game with 7 minutes to go. And a berth in the District 10 finals on the line. Ball back to Steinberg now. From way downtown, well off the mark. And, you know, you just can kind of see that Steinberg's pressing at this point, looking for those scoring opportunities that have been so hard to come by in this game. Presser Palmer will bring it up. 6:45 left. Potter County Family Campground, fourth quarter. Gorzinski back to Presser Palmer. She looks for room. Able to get it over to Kulik. Nice hands there by Robinault. Was able to deflect it. Maybe save the layup, and we're at the point in this game where every point is going to be huge.
Oh, yeah.
Just 7-6 score in the second half in favor of the Eisenhower Knights, and they trail by one, but there's Palmer almost hit. That would have been her 20th point. She's unable to finish, and Belcher comes down with the rebound for the Knights. Bring it up here with 6:20 to go. Childs to Robinault. And now Robinault back to Font. They get it to Belcher on the wing. And Belcher able to create contact, and she'll go to the free throw line. Lainey Belcher held without a field goal tonight, but she is 1 of 2 from the free throw line, has her second trip coming up here with a chance to tie or take the lead. First shot on the way for Belcher is good, so the Knights now back above 50% from the line, 4 of 7 tonight. One more coming in a 30-30 ball game, 6:07 to go. Belcher's second shot is short into the hands of Kulik. We're all tied up at 30. Presser Palmer going to work, guarded by Steinberg, Robinault, Belcher, basically the entire Knights roster. Been trying to shadow her all night. Northwestern brings it out now. Courtney Eddy will reset the offense. Gets it to Gorzinski, who knocked down a couple big threes in the first half. Turnaround jumper from Presser Palmer. Can't finish, out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with Northwestern. They're going to roll it was off Robinault. Able to get the ball in. 5.5 minutes remaining in a tie ball game. One of these teams is 5.5 minutes, perhaps more, if we get into overtime situation, from advancing to Saturday's District 10 championship. There's a steal from Belcher. Childs now gets it ahead to Font. Font gonna go up strong and score. Lainey Font's got 16 points. And the Knights are back on top by 2. 5 minutes remaining here from Mercyhurst University. And another steal, this one from Font. Presser Palmer trying to catch her from behind and does.
Nice.
That's what star players do, Lou. You could see it right around half court. She decided that she was not going to allow that, and that's what happened. So timeout here from the Northwestern bench, 4:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickville, with video production from Age Experience Sports Stream.
At Quickville, what matters most is that our customers, our communities, and our heroes are taken care of. We start by providing American-made gasoline, which means you can buy local, keeping America and your communities strong. We also support vital charities every year and hold Operation Give Thanks each November to help provide a better future for our veterans and their families. We're proud to support the communities we live and work in, and we're doing our best every day to make our towns a better place. Quickville, driving America.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
And back here at Mercyhurst University on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickville, with video production from Deej Experience Sports Stream. 4:56 left in the Class 3A girls semifinals. Eisenhower on top, 32-30, and looking for to extend on this lead as we still have music playing, and refs have to step in and tell them to wait until the whistle blows to start running the play. Oh, we have a moment to remind you today's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit healingbeauty.com at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren, or at shophealingbeauty.com. Font going up strong, throws it up, can't hit. Childs is there for the rebound, but Presser Palmer comes away with the steal. And here comes Northwestern the other way. Presser Palmer pulls up, can't hit. Ball out of bounds, and they're going to say that it's going to stay with Northwestern. 4:35 left. Eisenhower holding on by the skin of its teeth, leading by 2. Looking for a date with either Mercyhurst Prep or Seneca. They played both those teams this season. Split with Mercyhurst Prep and lost a pair of nail-biting finishes to Seneca. Lost by 1 point and 2 points. And again, the ball out of bounds to Northwestern. Just 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the Potter County Family Campground fourth quarter clock. And a kick ball out of bounds off Laney Font. So Northwestern, in the 2 games they won earlier this season, scored 51 and 56. And they're going to have to turn it on in a hurry to get anywhere near that number here, 32-30 with 4:07 remaining. Steinberg all over Presser Palmer. Down to 4 minutes to go now. Eddie with the runner. No good. Robinault battling for the rebound. She comes down with it. Belcher's got it now, and here come the Knights. And a timeout called by DJ Steinberg. And a little bit of aggressiveness over there on the sidelines here. Got a 30-second timeout. We got 3:48 left in the fourth quarter. The Eisenhower Knights lead 32-30. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network with video production from Each Experience.
Did winter leave ice and water on your roof? If water is leaking inside, don't wait. Complete Roofing Systems offers free inspections, repairs, replacements, insulation, and gutters. Call 716-317-4917. Get more than a roof.
Welcome back here to the YDL Sports Network with Deej Experience Video Productions. Guys, got an update. Fairview on top of Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock on top of Fairview, 34-26. That game in the fourth quarter. And Commodore Perry on top of Jamestown, 34-30 in the third.
And here we go now, fourth quarter action. Alan Siebert, Lou Vizza here with you at Mercyhurst Athletic Center. Ball knocked out of bounds from Michaela Presser Palmer. The ball will stay with the Eisenhower Knights as they try to build on this lead. They've held the Wildcats to 6 points in the second half. And the Knights have taken the lead despite no points in this half from Clara Steinberg. Laney Font's done most of the damage for the Knights. She's got 16, trailing only Presser Palmer in the scoring column. Steinberg goes up strong, can't hit, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Font. Font to Robinault. Font will fire for 3. Can't hit. Presser Palmer there for the rebound and tripped up by Samantha Childs. Presser Palmer hard to the floor. It's going to be another foul on Samantha Childs.
Eisenhower foul on number 3, Sam Childs. That's her third.
Her third foul.
This quarter.
And 1 foul for Eisenhower, 1 foul for Northwestern. So fouls not an issue right now here. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Knights clinging to a 2-point lead. Presser Palmer takes it herself, blocked by Robinault, and a foul called. Robinault again, can't believe it. It's gonna send Presser Palmer to the line. Let's just call that one a close call, Lou. It's been a lot of contact tonight, and that was far from the most egregious of it, but Presser Palmer will go to the free throw line. She's 5 out of 6 tonight. And Presser Palmer to the line with a chance to tie it. And she misses the first. 1 more coming for the for the Wildcats. They trail 32-30 with 3:12 to go. Second shot on the way and good. So it's 32-31, 19 points for Presser Palmer. Knights lead 32-31, 3:08 to go. Font bringing the ball up for the Knights. She's hounded by Courtney Eddy. Robinault back to Belcher. We go under 3 minutes left in the semifinals. Over to Childs. Childs passes to Belcher.
Oh.
And they're going to call an offensive foul on Belcher. She definitely extended the arm and everything. That one's been building for a while. 2:46 to go now, and possession over to Northwestern. Knights will have to regain their composure quickly here. Northwestern with a chance to take the lead. No question where the Wildcats are going. There's Presser Palmer, knocks down a three. 22 for Michaela Presser Palmer, and the Wildcats lead 34-32. And a foul going to be called this time on Kulik as Belcher hits the floor. 2:21 to go. For the first time again in a while, the Knights really have led a good majority of this game. They have just trailed at the end of the first half, and unfortunately for them, right here near the end of the second half with 2:14 to go. Just haven't been able to get anything open for Steinberg. Two minutes remaining in the game. Steinberg to Childs, finishes. Samantha Childs has 6 points, and we're all tied up. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats 34, Eisenhower Knights 34. Three team fouls on the Knights, 2 team fouls on the Wildcats. Steinberg almost broke between the two, and we've got a timeout taken by the Northwestern bench with 1 minute and 29 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Eisenhower 34, Northwestern 34. We're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill with video production from the Experience Sports Stream.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Here we are back at Mercyhurst University, Mercyhurst Athletic Complex. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill. Thank you again to Deej Experience for providing video production here tonight. 89 seconds remaining, a tie game in the Class 3A girls semifinals. Wildcats and Knights all square at 34. Nearly 31 minutes of basketball and nothing settled here between the teams. Northwestern looking for a good offensive opportunity. They get it in to Gorzinski. It's stolen away by Robinault. Here comes Robinault the other way. Almost had it taken away. Final minute now. Belcher driving. Puts it up and in. Lainey Belcher scores, and the Knights lead 36-34. 52 seconds to go. And the Knights in desperate need of a stop here. Presser Palmer for three. Knocks it down. 37-36 Northwestern. Ice in the veins of Michaela Presser Palmer. 30 seconds to go. Font to Childs, back to Font. Font driving, ball knocked away. And they're gonna call Robinault for the hold. Ball goes back to the Wildcats here. 21 seconds remaining. And Coach DJ Steinberg wants a timeout to talk over some strategy. 21 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Northwestern leading Eisenhower 37-36. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Clickville with video production from Deep Experience.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Back here at Mercyhurst University, Eisenhower and Northwestern Class 3A girls semifinals. Eisenhower trailing 37-36. Lainey Belcher gave them the lead with 50 seconds remaining, and then Michaela Presser-Palmer hit a three from way downtown that re-gave Northwestern the lead. Now the Northwestern, after a stop, has possession. No fouls to give for Eisenhower, and they're able to foul the freshman.
I was going to say, I'd foul him quick.
Yeah. And
I
would foul quick and not foul Presser-Palmer, so that worked out about as well as they could.
See, and then they have her take the ball. I mean, there's your, you pick your poison there for as a coach, because you're either going to get her take it out and make sure she gets a good pass to get the ball in, or not have her take it out and try and get herself open. So,
and now the biggest free throws in the young career of freshman Molly Kulik. She goes to the line in a 1-point game, misses the first. And we've talked about Eisenhower's need to rebound all night, and this would be the most important one yet. Kulik's second shot on the way. Back iron, no good. Tapped around and rebounded by Kulik. Gets her own rebound, and a foul. She'll be going right back to the free throw line. We talked about it, Lou. It's what it comes down to. Those rebounds, those second chances.
That's her second, team sixth.
Really come back to hurt, and even if she only makes one of the two here, it's points given up and more time that went off the clock. Kulik unable to hit that one. Well, Eisenhower's hopes probably lie in a rebound here with 14.9 seconds remaining. Kulik's shot is good, 38-36. And a timeout called by Northwestern. 14.9 seconds remaining. Eisenhower trailing Northwestern 38-36. And we are just 15 seconds away from the conclusion of this game. And full timeout taken by the Northwestern Wildcats. And Lou, Steinberg hasn't had a good look, hasn't been able to get a good look pretty much all half.
No.
That's where they're going to want to go. But what's your strategy here as the Knights take the ball out down two with 14.9 seconds left?
Well, I'm doing the same thing. I'm fouling quick. I'm going to foul. I'm going to let them get the ball to maybe half court or something like that, and then foul them, because they do have
three fouls.
They have two fouls to give. So I'm going to use those two fouls and have them run the clock down until you can't foul anymore, and then hopefully. They're only down two, so you can put them. You don't want to put them on a line to tie it. So you want to force them into not a good shot. You either go for the win. Like I say, win them on a road time at home. So, yeah. But I would use the two fouls.
We'll see what
by the half. Maybe he's gonna, even if he pulls them back out of it, not even pressure the ball.
We'll see what the strategy is. 14.9 seconds left. Knights basketball trailing 38-36. 15 seconds for the season. There is no safety net here. It is win or go home. Winner goes to the D-10 championship. The loser's season is over. They get it into Lainey Font. Font will bring it up the court. Gets it to Childs. Childs can't make the shot. Time running low. And they're able to foul Presser Palmer with 1.5 seconds left. And for the Eisenhower Knights, it is down to last gasps here, 1.5 seconds left. Presser Palmer will be alone at the free throw line, at least her teammates as they stay back. If she's able to hit both, that will all but seal this game up. The Knights do have one timeout should she miss one, and she misses one. So the Knights will have an opportunity here to get a rebound or call a timeout and set up a desperation three. But only a second and a half to go. Presser Palmer misses and unable to get a shot off, and the Northwestern Wildcats survive over the Eisenhower Knights 38-36 and advance to Saturday's District 10 championship game against the winner of the other semifinal tonight between the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers and the Seneca Bobcats. So we'll look at some stats real quick here, have an abbreviated Icy Ink postgame show to get our guys at Deej Experience all set up for their second game here tonight with the Harbor Creek Huskies and the Corey Beavers. For the Northwestern Wildcats, Michaela Presser Palmer, 25 points to lead all scorers, 7 points for Morgan Gorzinski, 3 points for Courtney Eddy, and 3 points for Molly Kulik. For the Eisenhower Knights, Lainey Font, 16 points. Sam Childs and Clara Steinberg each had 6 points. Lainey Belcher and Riley Robinault, 4 apiece. And that was for your Warren Forest High Ed Council final stats. Lou, any final thoughts on tonight's game? The Eisenhower Knights give their best effort against Northwestern this season, just come up a little short at the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, they didn't score in the last 55 seconds of the game. You know, so that, and you know, they had a foul shot. They had some opportunities at the end, but when you go that down the stretch and into the fourth quarter, down by 1, by 2, up by 1, up by 2, and you don't score, 55. I mean, that's like, a minute. You don't score in the last minute of the game. So that pretty much, I think that pretty much says it all right there.
Absolutely, yeah. Disappointing ending to a strong season and a strong career for the Eisenhower seniors. They end their season 15-9, 1 game shy of an appearance in the District 10 championship. Again, congratulations to the Northwestern Wildcats for their 38-36 win over the Eisenhower Knights here tonight. Thank you again to the guys at Deej Experience Sports Stream for providing video production tonight. And also thank you to our sponsor, Quickfill, for sponsoring tonight's action. For Lou Vizza, this is Alan Siebert. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Saturday for Eisenhower versus Cranberry here on the YDL Sports Network, fueled by Quickfill.
Thanks, guys.